352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck. 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
The next Higher Education Happenings radio show with the College of Central Florida will be Thursday, January 21st at 8:35 a.m. We will discuss the need for first responders and CF's new critical transport program. Rod McGinnis, Associate Dean of Health Sciences, will be our guest to describe the options available to students who are looking to be a frontline healthcare worker. Brought to you by the College of Central Florida and WOCA, The Source.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
0 Hour Life Center, Marion County's recovery community organization. The time for change is now. Call 352-765-4943.
AccuSleep offers a safe and effective medical option for those who suffer from sleep disorders of all kinds. AccuSleep makes restoring healthy sleep patterns possible. No medication, no surgery, just good sound sleep. Mend your sleep so you can stop counting sheep. Experience restorative sleep at AccuSleep, the acupuncture sleep clinic in Ocala by calling 352-615-5566.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Hey, the best deals of this new year are waiting for you right now at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Do you need proof? Well, how about this? It's camellia time, and Bob Wines has them by the hundreds, no, by the thousands, starting with his famous budded and blooming heirloom camellias. They start at just $9.99. And yes, those shade-loving Super Japonica camellias, they're beginning to bloom right now, and they're just $19.99. And yes, it's time to plant trees, and Bob Wines has a super selection. They're all low-priced shade trees. You buy one, you get one at half price. The same is true for citrus trees. Buy one, get one at half price. So start your year right with a wonderful visit to this 5-acre garden. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. They're on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, away from all the traffic, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz on a Thursday morning. It's funny, the things people send you on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or your messages on your phone, your text message on your phone. Somebody on my personal Facebook page sent me a direct message. Is that a Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt you have on this morning? Well, first off, thanks for watching, because that's the only way you could tell what kind of shirt I have on. And yes, it is a Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt. I'm a big fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so yes, it is a Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt that I'm wearing. People were like, is that a Red Hot Chili Pepper? There it is, Red Hot Chili Peppers. There you go. So I'm a big fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and, sporting their shirt today. You knew this was bound to happen. You knew it was destined to happen because of the closures of restaurants and amusement parks and theaters and bars, and any recreational type activity for a long time was closed. Well, Florida lawmakers got their first look yesterday at the wreckage caused by the coronavirus pandemic financially for the state. $2 billion short. That's right. When they closed the register and added up the drawer for the night, it was $2 billion short. And now there's going to have to be spending cuts. They already said the first big ticket item, education, because that makes sense. Let's just go ahead and gut the education system, which has already been gutted. Health care and other programs are also on the chopping block. House Budget Chair Jerry Trumbull, he's a Republican from Panama City, said it's $92 billion plus spending for next year. He said we're going to be squeezing blood out of a turnip. The Republican now the House and Senate has largely left the function of how to deal with COVID-19 matters to Governor Ron DeSantis. Now, whether you think he's doing a good job or not is up for debate, but the governor has generally kept this year's state spending plan imbalanced. It's been helped by, he did $1 billion in vetoes, and then $5.8 billion came in through the Federal CARES Act. But that budget ends June 30th, and a new one begins July 31st. And that budget ain't looking so good. The state's tourist-driven economy staggered. Revenue collections are expected to come in $3.3 billion below anticipated levels. You know, this is a state where 3 out of 4 tax dollars come from sales tax collection. Big ticket items like education will be on the chopping block, according to Trumbull. But state aid to much smaller budget silos like cultural programs, they're going to be targeted as well. State Medicaid rolls have also skyrocketed, with hundreds of thousands of Floridians losing their health insurance along with their jobs during this pandemic. The state is facing a $1.2 billion demand for state dollars to pay for the Medicaid program. That meets the needs of 4.6 million residents that are forecast to be enrolled next year. So Florida lawmakers, they're looking at a train wreck in Tallahassee because they're $2 billion short. They got to trim the $2 billion somewhere. They say education is one of the big ticket items they're going to look at. I just don't understand that. There's a lot of places you can cut before you need to cut education, I would think. But, you know, where do you go? The cultural arts, well, you know, I like the cultural arts too. It's a job I don't want to do. Stan McLean, Dennis Baxley, Joe Harding, they got a hard job up there. So it's not a job I'd want to do when you're $2 billion short. You're actually, the expected income you expected was $3.3 billion more than you got. So you're $2 billion short, but you expected $3.3 billion. To go from expecting a surplus of $1.3 billion to be $2 billion short, that's got to be a difficult issue to deal with. And state Medicaid rolls skyrocketed with membership because of people losing their health care and their jobs during this pandemic. You know, you lose your job, now you don't have your health care. Remember that story earlier this month or late last month where a woman's children were taken from her because she allowed her children to be in the room when she was being beat by her husband. And not only were the children taken from her, but then they were returned to the father because he did the programs that he was supposed to do by the state to get his children back. And she thought she was a victim. And why was she in these programs? Remember that? Well, the Florida Child Welfare Chief, the person in charge of the DCF, the secretary, Chad Popple, said he looked at the case. His exact quote was, I won't belabor the point, the quality of our work was poor. We did a bad job in taking this woman's children from her. That's a quote by DCF Secretary Chad Popple, adding that the quality of assurance teams has since analyzed DCF's choices at every step of that process. Each one of those may have been a decision. Each one of those cases may have had a dozen decision points along the way. The overall review indicated in those cases, roughly half the time, on all those decisions, we made the wrong decision. So 50% of the time, Chad Popple, the Secretary of the Department of Family and Children Services, says they made the wrong decision. USA Today's two-part investigation published in October and December revealed that after Florida lawmakers rewrote the state's child welfare rules in 2000, it made it easier to seize children. Thousands of kids were flooded the foster care system. And it was found that some children were sent to live in unsafe homes where they were physically and sexually abused. The series also highlighted how DCF blames mothers who are battered by an intimate partner, takes away their children. Popple indicated that the quality assurance team is reviewing the actions in all those mothers' cases. So DCF said we did a bad job. The quality of our work was poor. I agree. Whatever you take a woman's children from her because as she was being abused, didn't tell her boyfriend or husband, hey, wait a minute, stop. Let me go put the kids up so they don't see this. That's basically what they were saying. And if you've watched with this story, if you go and look this story up, they have the body cam footage of the police who went and took the lady's children from her. They were part of this investigation. It's heart-wrenching. It really is heart-wrenching watching that 6.5 minutes of body cam. And just the way the DCF worker had no remorse. Just, well, my job is to take the kids, let them go, or we're going to arrest you. It's pretty much what they said to the lady. Take a break, come back, talk about the impeachment. Is it really necessary? Talk about that next. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Furniture, appliance. Help Wanted section is booming.
WOCA. USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
10 House Republicans joined Democrats to impeach President Trump on charges of incitement of an insurrection on Wednesday. The final vote was 232 to 197. Former federal prosecutor Doug Burns tells Fox News the realities of impeaching a former president.
The principal penalty per the Constitution is removal from office. So you can only imagine the average person scratching their head saying, wait a minute, this is to remove him from office, but he's already out of office. Now that he's impeached, he can't run again and so on. So the law is that in order for that to happen, the president has to be convicted by the 67 senator votes first. Then it's an ancillary or additional penalty of disqualification.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told Republican colleagues Wednesday that he has not made a final decision on how he will vote on impeachment and that the proceedings will not begin until after the inauguration. This is USA Radio News.
Attention business owners body slammed by overwhelming debt. If your business is in trouble, hassled by creditors, if you're frustrated, finally fed up with big business bailouts while your business has been left for dead, please listen close. There's a brand new fast-track bankruptcy. Some have even called it the biggest small business bailout in American history. Designed for individuals and their businesses. And look, almost no one knows about this yet. My attorney wasn't even aware of it. The truth is, beating the system has never been easy because it's rigged in a sense against the little guy. But here's the jaw-dropping news nobody's talking about. They've literally just changed the system so that you can beat it, but only if you you understand how the new game has to be played. Find out if you qualify at pocketsoflight.com. This government-backed small business repair program is still legal, but may not be renewed after the election. Fight back fairly, fight back ethically at pocketsoflight.com.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first Wednesday of each month at 9:30